Reproduction of organisms and their cells. Hi, I am Charlie Nadine P. Olmilio. Now I am going to discuss the reproduction of organisms and their cells. In reproduction of organisms and their cells, there are two methods, the sexual reproduction and the asexual reproduction. So, let's start with asexual reproduction. These are the examples of asexual reproduction. So, what is asexual reproduction? Asexual reproduction occurs when an organism makes more itself without exchanging genetic information with another organism through sex. It is a type of reproduction in which the fusion and gametes or change in the number of chromosomes. The offspring that arise by asexual reproduction from a single cell or from a multicellular organism inherit the genes of that parent, and any reproduction process that does not involve meiosis is said to be asexual. The advantage of this is a rapid population growth. This is especially useful for species whose survival strategy is to reproduce very fast. Many species of bacteria, for example, can completely rebuild a population from just a single mutant individual in a matter of days. If most members are wiped out by a virus, then no mate is needed to found a new population. But there is also an advantage of an asexually reproducing population are genetically identical except for rare mutants, and there are many different ways to reproduce asexually. And there are many different ways to reproduce asexually. These are the binary fission, the budding, the vegetative propagation, spogenesis, and the fragmentation. So let's begin with binary fission. This method in which a cell simply copies its DNA and then splits into two, giving a copy of its DNA to each daughter cell is used by bacteria and archaebacteria. Then, in the budding, some organisms split off a small part of themselves to grow into a new organism. Then, the vegetative propagation. Vegetative propagation, much like budding. This process involves a plant growing in a new shoot which is capable of becoming a whole new organism. Then the next is spermogenesis. Spermogenesis is the production of reproducing cells called spores, which can grow into a new organism. Then lastly is the fragmentation. A parent organism is split into multiple parts, each of which grows to become a complete independent offspring organisms. Next is the sexual reproduction. So, what is sexual reproduction? Sexual reproduction is a type of reproduction that involves a complex life cycle in which haploid gametes with a single set chromosomes combine to produce a diploid organisms composed of cells with a double set of chromosomes. Another information, when we said sexual reproduction, It occurs when the sperm from the male parent fertilizes an egg from the female parent, producing an offspring that is genetically different from both parents. In short, sexual reproduction begins when the egg cell and the sperm cell combines. It reproduces a unique organism. And that